Are we doing this fine day? I was called out to do the Get to Know Me challenge from yeah, a little rough. I get help quick, but from my man AJ Lawn Service. Thank you, AJ. Appreciate that, man. But this is the owner operator of Wayne and Son Lawn Service. Um, what got me started in all field? What got me started in the lawn business was to be honest. Like I was in oil field for years. I always wanted to be a CEO of a big record company, and that was my passion from high school, was to be able to own my own record label. That's what I'm standing in right now. So what I did, me and my wife, we built my own studio on my property. Right, we built a little building, and that's what I'm standing in now. It was like we had it all in here. We had a group. We did. We opened up shows. We toured a lot. We went all over. So you see, we had monitors. Like we had this building set up for rapping and R&B in here. That was my passion to do that. So unfortunately, it didn't work out. So I got me and my wife. We've been together since high school. We've been together for 17 years. I have 3 sons, 3 boys. And that's where we get the name of Wayne and Son Lawn Service. We took Ann for my wife, cause she, like I said, that's the boss. I tell that to any man. My wife is the boss of this company. If I hire a guy and she say he gone, well, she gone. That's it. That's how we do it in my family. Family over everything. To me that's big, because like I said, I grew up, I didn't have a family. So when I did get my own family, that was my rule in my head, that look, we're gonna make this work. So, that's what we do. We stick together, me and her. Me and her been together long, 17 years. Yeah, we've been together 17 years. This shit make 18 years we've been married. I said we got together young. That's another story about that. But what did it for me was I was making a lot of money in all field, and I ran uh, the big equipment, the ones that actually go out in the oil field, the threads that you make, the threads, and you make the pup joints and angle line, stuff like that. That was my job, to make these tools for people to go offshore and do it. I was the one that behind it. I work for a company called I work for a few major big companies, but we was always subcontract through the company that I worked for. It was a K&B Machinery. I worked there for a few years, and I worked for them, and I also worked for another company called Hunting. Those two companies I pretty much stayed with, but that's how I got. That's one. So that was a part of me. What I did, I ended up being in office because I wanted to know what makes the oil field so popular. So I had to get all the ins and eyes of what it take. So then I went from there. I went to where my job goes to see what it takes. So I went on a derrick voyage. I was on a big ship. We travel all across the Gulf of Mexico, because I was just that interested to see what makes the oil field so much. So I learned a lot of knowledge from these places. Like I said, I worked for my whole life, ever since I was 18 up until, I'm gonna say, like 33. Everything from 18 to 33 was strictly oil field, nothing else. I didn't do anything else but that. And I started at the bottom in oil field. That means, like, when you start at the bottom, you making beds, you washing clothes, because I was so interested in seeing about this oil field. But once I found everything I needed to know, it's a lot that goes into what makes our vehicle goes and makes, it's so much that goes into it. So after I learned what I needed to learn, one day I was at the house and I paying a little guy cut my grass, and I had a real bad day with one of the promoters. We got into a little heated argument. So I'm out here in the same building watching the guy cut my grass, and he just smiling, and I'm like, dude, I just messed up. I might have messed up a big deal for me and my guys to perform. And I'm looking at this man, and he had his headphones on. He was just, he was all over the place. Before you know it, pew, he got out my yard. And at that time, it was like $20 to get your grass. Cause see, I don't have a big yard. See, I gave him the $20. So then he went through the next yard. I seen him doing something, and the whole time he was just smiling and having fun. So one day I had to ask, like, man, what you get out of doing this? And that sound never, what he told me, it stuck with me. He said, what I get out of lawn care is the smell of it. That's what? He said, what I get out of lawn care, the smell of it. I love the smell of fresh cut grass. And that was it. He just took off. Like I said, this guy was older, man. He used to cut my whole little neighborhood. Like, that was before the big sharks came in and wanted to see about this neighborhood. But he was doing it, I think he had about, I think Freddie had about 25, 30 yards in this little area where we live at. It's a big trailer park. So he just, after that, I don't know, something happened with his health, so he just kind of backed off on it. I didn't keep the video too long, so he just backed off. And then that's when we started, we pretty much cut my yard, and then we moved on. It's before you know it now. We cut the whole neighborhood. But it was just the fact that, what I done. That was a little bit about me, of why I choose to come in the lawn care. So I have to call out 3 people, they say, right? My 3 guys is this, man. Y'all go check them out. Curtis, Weed Whacker. I like Mr. Curtis. Y'all go check him out. 2, I'm gonna have to say my man A&A lawn service and detailing. He another cool cat, man. Check him out too. And my 3rd one, I'm gonna have to say he's a new guy coming in the game. Y'all go show him some love. L&L lawn service. Go check him out too, man. He's another big guy. He just came in the game. He doing nice things. All 3 of these guys, cool people, man. I'm grateful that AJ shot me out, man. Like I said, this signing off, Wayne and Son Lawn Service. Y'all have a good one. Peace.